All right, everybody, welcome back. Uh, there's something that I recently seen. Just know that my videos are not coming out like the day that I'm playing them. I've been recording it when I get the chance, and I just seen a information saying that there's been some updates that come to Battlegrounds, and I'm hoping it hasn't already kicked in yet. Where this wolf is supposed to get a 5-5 now, and then this is supposed to be taken out the game. It's a welcome, but there was an experiment I've been wanting to do and I haven't been able to make it happen yet. So I'm hoping that it hasn't kicked in yet, so I can see if I'm right about this. I've talked about it in another episode, and but I didn't get to elaborate on it. But the idea was if there's two cannons on the field, what happens? Like if it's just the two cannons on the field, pirates, murlocs, mechs, demons, bees. This is actually really good. The only thing missing is dragons, and dragons don't really help this that much. Coke. The stuff that goes in your mouth, not your nose. Unless you're Steve-O, in which case it doesn't really count.
Set fresh opponents. Are you ready?
I would rather increase the
It's
cost.
good to get some minions in play.
We gotta get the tier 2 to see if the cannons are still here. Yeah, some of these buffs I'm not too happy with. Nerfs. Some of them I'm actually really happy with. Uh, One of them being the fact that majority of these things that was like, oh, search a minion,
Have a good
is
battle,
now like
friend.
only from your tier and lower, so you can't get something bigger. It's like, oh, that sucks. And I also, as I've said in another video, like my whole thing is I would much rather see buffs
You're good at
coming out
this.
instead of nerfs all the time.
I love catching some waves.
Every Murloc I play will be to power him up, but it'll power him up in the long run. And majority of the power ups come from Murlocs. Look, I got a nanner to go with it.
You're good at this.
The first buff. I'm also curious as to if they took stuff out that they put new stuff in. So this is just an experimental run altogether. See what's there. I don't like looking this stuff up in advance. I like to be surprised. So I just happened to be going around through Google and goofing off, and it was an update that was like put up on my feed. So I looked into it. If only it had attacked the other one, we could have tied.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Oh. It's a shame.
Another satisfied
Put him as one of the strongest ones in here. I can sell him and reroll so we can go ahead and have a chance of what's going to happen next, or else I can keep him and take the buffs. I think because we're going to get a free run, and I'm going to keep getting these bananas anyways.
doing great out there.
This is literally the reason why I feel like he's not that good. Like, what good does it do you to be able to buff for 2 if every one of your opponents gets the buff by 1 as well? Every turn. Because they're buffing the exact same time as you are, but they're also getting a free buff from you. But they're only having to spend their resources for themselves. That might mean that it's already been done because Rat Pack is already at 3, which is too bad. Hate to see it.
Go ahead
Means
and hire
cannons
one
are
of these
not in here no more,
recruits.
so I can't even do the experiment now.
The odds are in my favor.
Let's get our buffs out. I'm not worried about just buffing attack at the end of the day. I want to buff health as well, so I'm not wasting it on these unless I happen to have like a field full of mechs, so it's not worth it.
I think you can win this thing.
I think they should let him get his 2 bananas, or even if it's only 1 banana each turn for the same cost. Without giving it to everybody else. At least we got rid of all the heavy hits. I feel like they must not be using their hero power with that. They should be.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong.
Do I have any? That's only death rattle, so it's not worth that. But that is definitely worth it. So is he. This is a good field. Unfortunately, unless it wants to all 3 of these, which I do not. I do, but not get nothing out of it wouldn't be fun.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Avenge me!
Yay, that was literally the one I would hope to get hit, but moving up would just be devastating for us.
Avenge me!
That's exactly what I want. I've been getting powered up by his bananas, plus I've been powering myself.
You're
So he'll
good
never
at
be able
this.
to power me.
That one might make all the difference.
Trust the pirate's code.
Ha ha! I love catching some waves.
Running virus, which means he more than likely has that taunt. Just to try to survive 1 attack at least, because I'm fairly sure he's going to get hit first. McCall might not be able to stay just because I made the mistake of putting replicating menace on that. I was looking for. One of y'all to hit him? No! I have to say that this is going to be a whole new game. It's going to be interesting to see who actually takes it. 'Cause without the Megasaur,
I've got some
Murlocs
fresh
are no
recruits for
longer
you.
as unstoppable as they used to be. Yep. Sorry. Oh, wait.
It's good to get some minions in play. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
The odds are in my favor.
I might be switching over to mechs because I like that too.
Safety restrictions offline. Harvesting servos engaged.
You down a minion and up a gold.
Need a drink?
Sit back here. You come up here. You're gonna buff me back because I love Cleave. I feel like Cleave really makes the game. Like without Cleave, so much stuff wouldn't be able to get done. And actually, now that
think you
you
can
can't
win
put
this
Divine
thing.
Shield on a whole field no more, dragons. This card right here is gonna be played a lot more. I feel. That was literally the worst thing that could have happened to us. This guy's just trying to farm points. This Tenzu wasn't really expecting to win this. It's terrible for us because that means that we're losing to somebody who expected to lose, or we're tying someone who expected to lose this round. That's how bad we're playing right now.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and
And
then.
this.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Take you, so I'm gonna taunt my big Ray.
The dog's out. Defensive
This one, in
systems
this case, I'm
online.
buffing him. I want him to get just as many buffs as him.
Scanning for hostiles.
Alright, so what we're gonna do on this turn is we're gonna buy him and this. We're gonna use this to buff that, and we're gonna put him in his place. So he's replaced now. So these guys getting to get buffed as soon as they attack for +2/+2. This is only giving them +1/+1 alone, but if something attacks them, I don't care if they die, but that +1 is like nothing.
You're doing great out there.
So that's it. There's one Murloc.
Nice
One
work
Murloc
out
here.
there. Keep up the pressure.
One Murloc here. So there's two Murlocs. We're not seeing our Murlocs, which is problematic. Ooh. But that is not problematic right there. That is actually
Defensive
That is-
systems online.
this. Huh. No, we're gonna do the pirate.
Target practice.
I'm feeling punchy.
I'm surprised he didn't get a single buff. Murloc, pirate, mech. Why didn't he get buffed for beast? Only 3. Okay. That's too bad. I'm not pausing for just you, so let's see what else we can do. We can poison.
Morning party's here.
Because I'm not guaranteed to keep this one. I mean, that's why it's here anyways, instead of being up here for the cleave, is because if it gets hit, the goal is to hopefully have something else dead already before it gets hit, but if I was to lose this one because of a cleave, it wouldn't bother me as much. And I can't play around putting this over here in case of a cleave because, you know,
You're doing great out
if
there.
I lose these before this, then that's kind of pointless. That was the best attack as far on that one. Got this. Measuring. It would not be the prettiest man.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Wow, that's nothing but doo-doo up there, isn't there? You're playing Murlocs. There's only 3 of them. The people he's beaten are not that great. Well, no. He's lost to people that aren't that great, so... I mean, he lost to first place, but that's to be expected. But to lose to Magilla Gorilla here... Before I get rid of this, I want to have a minion that's going to take its place up here. I mean, I could have went for that. I don't have enough crystals for it now, or gold. And the only reason why I'm not running these ahead of him, which I might could do that now, but the only reason why I wasn't doing that originally is because if they attack first and clear that in one shot, it isn't really benefiting me then, is it? I guess just in case there is a divine shield or something. Bet we didn't hit better either. I mean, we win. What cost? Sorry about that.
Nice work out
Never
there. Keep
to
up the
eliminate
pressure.
somebody. In case of golden. Break glass. I kind of want to get this so I can get the 6 faster, so.
I'll clean you up.
Trying to get poisonous to the big guy in the back. Want that too. Too bad I don't have the means. Unless I sell one of these guys, which I probably will now. Because the health buff is just a little too valuable to me still.
I like where you're
And I
going
wasn't getting the
with this.
triple anyways, for some reason, so.
So many shiny.
Nothing worth saving. Alright.
You've got
As long as we
this.
don't get
You're
to leave,
way ahead.
shouldn't do too bad here. Should be able to survive. What'd I just say? As long as we don't get leave. There's two leaves in there. Stay back here, so. That was number one. I mean, he did have two, so I guess that makes sense. And the Wind Fury, that's just nasty. I feel bad that we eliminated them.
Nice
Started their
work
losing
out
streak
there.
and they're already gone.
Keep up the pressure.
That's two ups.
I like where you're going with this.
I'll take him just. Actually, I think that's gonna be my next buy. So.
The frozen
Buff.
guide me.
Sell.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Target
I
bracket.
couldn't find a way to put him on the field before buffing, but what can I do, you know? Alright. There's 6 of them. So do they have the brand? Probably. I'm not gonna wait around for that. That, on the other hand, I can get rid of the other ones and do that. Probably get rid of this and this. It's gonna put me severely weakened for next turn, so we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna do this for now. If I lose him, it's not that bad.
Let's see if you can stay on
I
top.
want to have both of these to get to attack when I'm involved. If he hits the right one. Did manage to take out 2 of their strongest. And our, yeah. So if our cleave gets to attack again, we have a really good chance. Still. Really wish I hadn't hit that one with him. Yeah, we're losing this one pretty bad, actually. This one heading minion to you. Let's eliminate us. Yeah, he did. Darn. I guess I should have known that was coming because we had way too much potential sitting up there. We were about to have our field established as a true menagerie. That was a douche move, though, to wave afterwards. You have to agree with that, right? What a jackhole. I didn't eliminate anybody because I wanted to be one. But, that's the end of this video. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm not going to be able to do the experiments. But, maybe we'll be able to try some crazy new builds now that there's new things to move around. And I would love to get a hold of Galakron, who is probably the new broken one. Because if what I've read about his hero power is ridiculous. I love it. Galakron's finally going to be as strong as he should be. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.